No. And we're back. TVR Griffith Riot up here. And yeah, this car, very, very important to get it maxed out if you can. I do actually have mine maxed, but I said I'd throw up a run because yeah, it's been a bit since I've done a video, and yeah, this one is quite important to get like a really decent run up if you can. This car is like really poor in the handling, and its nitro stat is really bad. The nitro in this car is just pretty much good for a punch to send the car flying forward, but it's like, yeah, the top speed's around, I think it's at 210 miles an hour when it's not in a nitro state. So this car is just all about getting it up to that and then just trying to stay there slightest moment as possible. If you can graze the side of the AI at the start to soak up some nitro from them, yeah, just have your fingers ready for any of the double tap nitros, yeah, or to just leave me get by. Shockwave up the hill to get yourself like rolling up to speed, and just make sure you keep enough nitro for the imperfect. And like, yeah, this car can take a bit of abuse. So like, yeah, 285 miles an hour in the 360 in the air, and just really have to like lightly drift around this open drift, so no accelerator held while you're doing that, and just see if you can get as little grass as possible. Yeah, a bit of a mess up, but really good start to the race. So yeah, just like there's a better way of taking that portion. Grind out here to shockwave for these ramps towards the second half of this track though. Sucks to hit the grass like that in an easy part. I love the lightning effect here as well. It's only on this variation of the Scotland track. Again here, like nice like 360 speed. Make sure you're taking the car down though with the 210. Just really light taps of left. The same all the way along here. You can't like just hold left while you're going along here, so just ever so gently just keep tapping left the whole way along, other than just holding left on the stick. Like if you're losing too much speed there, just kind of see if you can kind of feather hitting the stick instead of actually just like jamming it down. Straight to the finish. That's a way faster time, and I messed up in the grass. But yeah, like the AI at the start here can be really annoying sometimes. Like if they like hit into you or 360, just remember that the AI is going to try and go for the blue nitro bottle at the top here. So like just watch out when you're going for that. Keep in mind that they're going to go for that too. But if you can like graze off the side of them, you can pick them up as basically like a little nitro bottle. And just make sure that you're imperfecting up that hill. Slightly lower angle than that's best. And yeah, just 360 off there. But when I'm coming around here, yeah, it's just completely messed up the corner. Just here as well, by the way, like on this corner, like really like important to do the open drift here. So just drift without the accelerator held down. And yeah, there should have just gone straight through the blue. Just use the blue and go straight through the grass patch. Went out too far. Clip wall, eat grass, no nitro to recover. Sucky, because yeah, that's like would be in the top 100. Loads of people have this car, but like this is one where you're definitely cool. Like yeah, the shockwave for those ramps is really important in this car, because the acceleration of it ain't great, and the nitro in general, it just isn't really like that amazing. But at the same time, like the top speed is really good, and the nitro shockwave is obviously still a good punch of acceleration. Yeah, 130 the margin as well for times in this is so tight that like yeah, that run into the grass is definitely going to cost as higher pace. At the same time, it's like what do we got? 140, yeah, so 144, yeah, so definitely would have been a few portions up there. Congrats to Bocce Monster Driver, Japanese person, RC's Smart, and Tomb Cuber. odd name. But yeah, like I really do like the TVR, and it's definitely one of those cars that like it's just mostly engine. Like the majority of the thing is just a gigantic TVR engine at the front, and like it's definitely one that like players pretty much need to be kind of like maxing that out if you want to be doing the weekly competition. Really try and like aim for maxing that. And yeah, that weekly competition is pretty much always going to have this car as one of the best. Say the Caribbean, it's sort of possible sometimes to get a really good time on that with, say, the Honda Civic, if you have that, or even the Lotus Elise because of the like bends and stuff on that track. But most of the time the TVR is always going to have most of the top 100 spots. That weekly competition, by the way, as well, like that offers tokens, but it changed it around a small bit. So a few people have asked me in my videos of why my rewards for that include tokens and theirs does not. That is just down to the fact of your garage level. So I think it's at level 15 or 16 you go from being in the lower tier where you get like blueprints, import parts and credits, up to tokens, import parts and credits. So yeah, like they've completely divided the leaderboards as well. So yeah, like the top times for those weekly competitions now are the people who are just like garage level, I think it's 16, 17 and 18, and there's a completely different bracket then for the starting players kind of thing, just so as to put a bit of a division. It's pretty cool, but they don't say it. But yeah, it did mean that I can't remember the name of the person, but someone commented on my video and was like, wait, how come you get tokens for that and I don't? Yeah, that's why. But yeah, like hopefully, like I said, people are able to copy this. It's like relatively easy enough to drive this car. It's just a case of sometimes you have to be careful. Like, do not drift with this thing basically unless you drift in a state that you know you're going to get that shockwave to kind of punch it forward. So you see like heavy drifting there before the spiraling like barrel roll ramp at the kind of midway to the end, just before the lightning part of the track. Like, it's worth it if you are going to drift. Make sure you just drift until you get the shockwave, because the orange nitro of this car is pretty worthless. It burns out that whole nitro meter really quickly, and like, yeah, it just doesn't do anything for the acceleration of the car, whereas at least the shockwave still gives a bit of a punch and gets it back on track. But yeah, this is definitely a car you want to be maxing out if at all possible. But hopefully that helped anyway, guys. And yeah, there's a sub button up there. It really helps out. I'm trying to get back into doing more of the events as they come up, but yeah, we haven't had like a whole lot of stuff recently. There's Indie Rowdy up there where I do indie videos. I have a couple of those. I really need to finish off editing. And at this side, yeah, there is other videos on my channel. Alright guys, good luck and drive safe in this car hunt for the TVR.